of a fan of the
like
pick.
him?
I feel like so many times we see this champion and he just doesn't bring the firepower that many of his counterparts can bring.
I mean, he's a facilitator, right? And I do think that there's a number of different options when your team is going to play more of like a dive style of composition, which I think
Titan at least already escapes, but this means Curry is all alone down here. Immediately, Ayla starts off the dive. They need some additional damage, and they find that it's first blood over to 100.
100 Thieves are actually sending their bot lane all the way up on this top side, and Karaoke is going to be in trouble.
Yep, there it is. Headbutt pulverized into the deadly flourish to lock up Karaoke, who tries to play some tricks and get away. Meanwhile, Dokla popping the dominance up there in the 1v1 in top side. FBI takes the second kill of the game here for 100 Thieves. But River and 100 Thieves are going to step in, steal away that third grub, make it so Pain cannot spawn the baby grubbies, and which use their ultis in the bottom lane. Scrap, Dragon down to half HP right now. FBI going to be in some danger. Engage coming out from Karaoke. 100 Thieves, 80 carry, still under pressure. Second cast, the Cyclone alongside the culling forces FBI away. But now the curtain call is opened up, and Karaoke and Titan are having to try to escape. Karaoke very low, but he flashes out as Romer swoops in to save him. Pain Gaming trying to get everybody out of here, and they will successfully escape. And just finishing this up, he doesn't even need help from anybody else on the team. Ayla's hanging around to guarantee. Nobody approaches, but that's it.
Yeah, and Curry has been very successful. Dokla, but Ayla has read the play. He is moving down to cover. And it would be a 2v4. We'll see if they can hold on. All
right, Dokla's trying to clear out the wave. Immediately goes into the dominance, but he's taking a ton of damage. Ayla can't save him. The culling finds the mark, but now Karaoke stunned up underneath the turret. Makes it a 1-for-1. Ayla secures the Feet of Warfare. Feet of Turret secured in the top lane. That's the Enchanted Boots for 100 Thieves. The Tier 1 turret claimed by Pain in the bottom side, along with the Dokla kill to try to get something back. But now the Rift Herald has been summoned up over in the mid lane. Romer tries to TP in to make a defense play, but instead he's going to be rooted up by the deadly flourish. River and Quid and FBI just putting bullets in him.
Herald, and even when Pain try for this dive on the bot side, Curry might be.
Yeah, Titan body blocking for his support, does not want to allow the shot, but FBI dials it in.
Brother just got a solo.
No, FBI heard me talking smack, man, and he's making the Jin look good in this one. I am happy to be proven wrong sometimes, as we do have a TP coming up.
Everyone's coming in.
Has the Dominos ready. Weiser's trying to get out, but Ayla and Quid are both here to try to deny it. Weiser with a flash to attempt to get away from the headbutt pulverized. Counter-strike not going to buy him a whole lot more time as River arrives, and it's FBI from downtown to take the kill.
They sent all five. Seems like a bit of overkill there at this point, sending everyone up there because they're going to lose the mid lane tier 1 off the back of this, and they're going to lose some farm down in bot side as well. So it's not a free kill by any means. You lose the tower, you lose a little bit. We're not going to fight. We're just going to keep playing cross map, which I think is not a bad idea given the position in the game. You can see multiple members are up on top side, multiple members pushing in the mid lane as well. They will be trading the tier 1 bot for it, plus losing that dragon. And now teleport's coming in from Dokla. Can they make this clean? Pain are approaching, and Quid is just trying to keep them away while the rest of the team is trying to finish this off. But in comes the TPs. It's going to be chaos.
Yeah, it's a half HP Otacon as Pain Gaming are looking to collapse on 100 Thieves. Ayla jumps in after Romer, but he's not going to find a lot as Romer flashes out. Now Wise over the back line of everybody. Here comes the heroic entrance. Big engage coming out from Pain, but the follow-up damage isn't there. Finally grabbing the shutdown onto Ayla. 100 Thieves will lose their support, and now they're diving in after FBI. They're going to lose him as well. Karaoke with a big shutdown. Pain Gaming come to life here in the bottom lane, but it does cost them their jungler. It's a 2-for-1 trade. On the backside of the pit, the rest of 100 Thieves grouped up as 4, and the Dragon is just going to be the focus. 100 Thieves, they have enough strength, they still have enough of a lead that Pain Gaming is cautious.
Max rank ultimate, and that can be terrifying. Weiser gonna get spotted.
Yep, Weiser's gonna have to rejoin the rest of Pain here. Nice deadly flourish, finds Titan, and now a big shockwave on the Karaoke. Knocks him down to about half HP, and FBI dials in the shots. That's 1 kill going the way of 100 Thieves, and it's the enemy jungler. Now River's making his way forward, and Titan's in some danger. River continues the pressure, and Titan is down. 100 Thieves have already claimed 2, and they're not stopping there. Quid goes on a killing spree, and Weiser falls. 100 Thieves, 3 for nothing.
And that was the fight that 100 Thieves were looking for. That was the fight that we were looking for. Some action as That shockwave lands on the Wukong and the Wukong clone, but to catch out Carioca, they're going to get the Otacon. They're now going to have Chemtech Soul, and this should really break the game open for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be almost impossible, it feels like now, for Pain to come back. That was their moment to try to make something happen, and Carioca just got caught by the shockwave.
The rest of the Thieves, FBI is over in the mid lane, very far away, can still contribute with the curtain call if he needs to, but Carioca going in for the engage. Ayla's the target, but he's got the unbreakable will. Now Weiser and Dokla in a fight off to the left here at the same time. Roamer might just be the first to die as he and Carioca barely get away. A little bit more damage would need to find Carioca there, but 100 Thieves don't quite have the range to apply it. Yes, there's no deaths, but 100 Thieves are still going to call that a win.
And the Jax ult as their tools.
Exactly. No culling, no tidal wave, no cyclone. Quid takes a single shot from Titan, but he does not really mind as immediately River comes in for the ulti. Titan and Curry both under pressure, and Curry is already done for. Carioca continuing to try to escape from Dokla here, using the clone defensively to create that extra little bit of distance, but the deadly flourish catches up to the Wukong. Carioca about to fall, and Dokla chops him up. Now even more is on the menu for 100 Thieves. They are eating good. A double kill for Dokla's Renekton, and the Thieves are forcing their way through mid.
Yeah, I think they might try to just go for the end here, but I love how they've been playing out this composition, right? The deadly flourishes out of FBI have been great, setting up a lot of picks.
All right, Weiser. Oh, no, I can't even finish the sentence. Weiser and Titan both caught in the shockwave. It was a bit of a slow burn early on in this one, but burn Pain will. 100 Thieves won't even let them survive in their fountain. 16-3. 100 Thieves take game one.
Yeah, and Quid puts the exclamation point on it with the
a little bit more here, especially if you're able to nullify something like a Misfortune ultimate, which FBI is locking in. So the Misfortune bullet time over the top of the J4 ult, over the Recon engage, a lot of setup for this Misfortune.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, I feel like
everybody in here as well. 100 Thieves does have to play with respect to this. Ayla has the quickness ready to go. Also the flash available on that Recon. Quid goes in between worlds, and they're trying to engage on Carioca. He gets himself away for now, but the first blood has already gone to Pain Gaming. Quid trying to back away from this one as River is also down to about 500 HP. FBI and Quid firing back here with a little bit more damage onto Titan, but Curry doing a great job locking these guys up. Now FBI and Quid are both about to fall. Pain Gaming smashes them.
That's a big fight for Pain there. And FBI had no ulti, so we really full sent it. You know, you're going for this big setup with the Aurora, with the Jarvan, but MF has no ultimate, so it's not really possible to have the kind of follow-up that they wanted to. They're not going to be scared off by one bad team fight. They will keep going at you, trying to force errors, trying to punish.
And there it is. Immediately, River and Ayla jumping in. Titan taking a ton of damage from the bullet time over the wall. FBI's got the firepower. Carioca wants to get one back. River's down to 150 HP, trying to stay alive here. A double kill for FBI. And Ayla and River.
Much closer game two here.
Yeah, good for Pain to be able to move in, take this Drake as 100 Thieves are going to kind of reset, maybe make some moves over to this top
Thieves want to
side.
fight though. Okay,
we're going to have a battle for the Herald that's already down to about 3,000 HP. 100 Thieves on the approach. River wants to contest for the objective. The eyeball is ready to be knocked down, and River secures the Herald, but now Quid and River got to be careful. River's already about to die, but he gets himself away somehow. Roamer's down. Dokla's in the middle of the Pain backline, but now he has to try to disengage himself with a bullet time flying over the top, but it won't be enough. A 1-for-1 so far. Weiser's got to try to get away. River looking for the re-entry into the fight, and he finds Curry. A little bit more damage to the bouncing bullet might be enough. FBI goes over the wall. He kills Ayla, and he wants Titan. Now Ayla's got to try to escape as Carioca just barely can't find the damage. Curry and Roamer down in trade for Dokla, and 100 Thieves are not yet done. River still looking for the opportunity to keep this chase going. He jumps forward. He finds a quick bit of burst here onto Weiser, and one more shot from FBI is enough to do it. It's a 5-4 game for 100 Thieves.
And meanwhile, the Rift Herald is barreling down mid lane. The Rift Herald that was stolen. River on Jarvan is just insane.
I think they're not done. We are still getting even more PvP. Roamer and Curry back into the fight now as FBI is under some serious pressure. Carioca takes the kill on Ayla as both bottom laners of 100 Thieves are now down. Dokla and River need to disengage. The overstay
He's
from
out.
100 Thieves as Pain sends the entire cavalry back at him.
But honestly, they don't even get punished for the overstay because they get a kill back onto Karaoke, and I think River should be able to walk this one out. We'll see if they can knock him down. He has a blast cone, though. He should be gone.
Yeah,
he's wasted so much of their time. Like, it's actually insane. They're chasing him across the entire map while Quid is pushing bot lane.
Initially here, but yeah, Pain is sending more troops. Curry has made his way to the battlefield as Dokla continues trying to make a little bit more space. The Redemption coming in to heal that Aatrox up, but there's too much burst. Pain Gaming find kill number 7.
Yeah, and I like this recognition from Pain. Again, try to overload one side, get a catch, but meanwhile, 100 Thieves, are barreling down mid. They got Drake. Quid is going to be able to take down this bot tier 1, and Pain give
to
up.
start to answer Quid. So you're going to lose multiple waves, and this is a very expensive play for Pain. He just wants to be as annoying as he possibly can with the invades, with the harassing and the recall.
Nice engage from Ayla immediately with the quickness into the knockup on Titan, who has to try to get away. Goes on a magical journey through the wall, staying alive for now. Karaoke with some pressure onto the back line of 100 Thieves, but Titan is already down. Curry nearly joins them. Karaoke is not tanky enough to survive.
More and more out of these fights.
And I just love the way that they recognize, again, we talked about when this 100 Thieves is making their miracle run, what made the difference, their willingness to pull the trigger and all follow up. I love that you pointed out how River uses his Jarvan ult, because it almost becomes the threat of the ult is just as important as the ult itself, right? And he's able to get right through the back line, instant ult. Really, really nice. Again, just a pleasure to watch him play.
Now they're going to try to catch Roamer here.
Okay, Roamer could be the target. Ayla jumps in with a grand entrance. Nobody else from 100 Thieves is here just yet as River and Quid finally arrive. Over the wall goes the Jarvan, but a nice binding into the wall from Curry slows the 100 Thieves onslaught. Tempered Fate at melee range only delays the inevitable as Ayla jumps in for the supportal combat, knocks Curry down, and 100 Thieves will just continue finding these picks and taking over the rift.
I mean, it just took Pain so long to get that bottom lane tier 1. Then they wanted to greed for waves after it, and they stayed around for a very long time. And 100 Thieves, again, are just in their face. I mean, River has a 2-level advantage over Karaoke. He's just not scared at all. Maybe he should be.
Yeah, now he gets punished, though. Nice shutdown. Kill credit over to Titan. A double kill for the Corki as Ayla also...
They sent all 5 bot for that, and they used their only TP, right? So that is such an expensive proposition to go for that. Now it's solo gold.
Is that top lane diff between Dokla and Weiser. Now 100 Thieves working on this. Drake, it will be secured by Quid as Karaoke has to pop the ulti, but immediately Roamer's ready to lead the charge in. Quid and FBI are both going to be taken low, but they aren't dead yet. Quid's going between worlds, hopping around, but it is not enough. He can't get away. More pressure onto River. Pain Gaming have killed 2 and big ultis. They do still have a lead. They're up 1,500 gold. They're up 25 petals to 7, and now Dokla and River are scrapping with Roamer and Karaoke. River's taking a lot of damage from Roamer, though, who has to try to now get away. Karaoke takes the kill on River, but it is a 1-for-1 here at the very start. Karaoke trying to get away as Quid has made his way into the fight to guarantee uneven numbers. A 2-for-1 trade favors 100 Thieves.
And already the rest of the Thieves are headed down as well, so they should be able to clean up this tier 2 turret on the bot side. Finally, and again, 100 Thieves also being able to pull the trigger.
Force ultis, force summoners, force anything that makes this fight easier for them to take. 100 Thieves want to steal away the enemy red buff here, and River will smite that one down, but now the engage coming out, and Big Dokes has been caught out. He wants to try to escape, but instead, he's shut down.
The way that both teams have kind of tried to use these compositions to get picks, I like how similarly
he's going to seriously threaten.
Yep. You can see Weiser looking on the side here.
Yeah, Weiser jumps in. They want to go after Quid, and they nearly kill him instantly. Titan goes unstoppable, and Pain Gaming find the pick on the 100 Thieves mid laner.
Really, really nice catch from Pain. They're still going.
Yeah, we're not done yet. Another Tempered Fate flies out. This one only finds Dokla. He spreads his wings. The World Ender's ready to go. FBI isolated from the rest of 100 Thieves, and Titan is jumping in after the misfortune. A nice turnaround from Ayla there as he wants to try to protect his AD carry, but he cannot do it. Pain Gaming!
Weiser and Roamer making the play happen here onto Quid. They burst him down. He cannot survive.
Having the fully completed Hourglass, having the completed Guardian Angel for Titan, it's very difficult for 100 Thieves to ever win a fight as immediately the Tempered Fate onto River. Nice bullet time over the top, but they aren't getting a ton of results here onto the health bars. Ayla's already down, and River has to continue his retreat. Quid and Dokla can't do enough damage to provide meaningful threat on Pain, and now with the 1-for-0, Pain Gaming are over onto the Drake.
Yeah, and again, Pain should now be able to set up all neutral objectives in their
He's
favor.
struggling to actually get a good bullet time. He can't fight past the Xin Zhao. And as a result, he's just not getting a ton done, it feels like, in these team fights. Quid is having the same problem. They can't get past that front line without risking just getting stunned up and burst down. So Pain is just kind of playing front to back, utilizing the Xin as their more tanky frontliner thanks to the ult, and they are in control here. Dokla's pushing top, and 100 Thieves aren't going to be able to do much about this.
Tempered Fate finds Ayla. Now River's going to get bursted down immediately. 100 Thieves just can't fight back. Pain.
Map, that really can't happen any longer. Ayla's dead.
Adios to Ayla. Nice pick. More comfortable than ever. They're going to force down the tier 2 turret top.
Yeah, I mean, and River was kind of looking for potential wraparound play.
10 seconds until the Hex Soul will spawn if they secure it. If 100 Thieves get it, it's not going to work. Quid does not get caught there by the Flash anti-ultimate, and now Titan's going to get some danger. Titan nearly dead, but he is still alive for now. Nice Tempered Fate onto FBI and River, but Ayla's already down. There's your resurrection onto Titan. Pain with the pressure towards the back line. Titan brought back to life by the Guardian Angel, and he does so much damage. He finally falls. Quid's going to get done. 100 Thieves with the team fighting again. Karaoke charging onto Quid, but he will not find it. A triple kill for Big Dokes, and 100 Thieves take the fight.
I think they just took the game. They're going right down mid just like that. I think they're going to try to end it.
There's 20 seconds on Curry's Bard. Everybody else is dead for a significant amount of time. 35 seconds on Roamer. Even longer on Titan, Weiser, and Karaoke. Mid lane tier 3 turret is down. 100 Thieves pushing towards the Nexus. They will have to deal with Curry, but there's still another 20 seconds before anybody else is available. Curry does not have Tempered Fate on respawn to try to buy a little bit of extra time for these turrets. The first Nexus turret is gone. The second Nexus turret is going to be the target. Curry's just trying to waste their time, but 100 Thieves will not be deterred. There's still 10 seconds on the carries, and with one fell swoop of a team fight, 100 Thieves are going to match point. And how they want to fight, and they will pick up the Nautilus for Curry.
Yeah, and I think that's really, really crucial because, again, the way that Pain, even though they have a lot of tools, right, for absorbing what 100 Thieves want to do, I like that locked in for Curry.
Yeah, I mean, it basically, for that, and with 100 Thieves moving their bot lane up towards top, of course, that would have been difficult already. Unfortunate for Dokla there as well. Misread the W damage, so couldn't finish the cannon, and now doesn't have the W for this trade. He could just... Whoa. I thought he was maybe going to die. I don't think that was a WQ.
I mean, he might die right here because Karaoke's making his way over. Titan steps forward, wants the rain of arrows to interrupt. As now Dokla flashes to the other side of the pillar. Flash follow coming in from Karaoke. There's the stun from Dokla, but he does not have a whole lot of shielding left. Karaoke taking the first.
Play onto Dokla down here, help his Gwen out.
Okay, Weiser with a little bit of needlework here. Dokla does not want to give him the opportunity for the sweet spot, but now it's a play on Quid, popping the phase rush, getting himself back away. Weiser down to 200 HP as Dokla's going to be the one to fall. Pain Gaming get kill number 2.
Yeah, Dokla uses the ult, tries to turn it around, but doesn't have just enough damage to be able to finish him off. If he had his flash, maybe you could try to look for something onto Weiser, but Weiser just intelligently allows the Trundle to finish that kill.
Yeah.
And now that is that gold advantage, that CS advantage that he had is going to disappear.
Now top side, Titan under some pressure here. The Pop Blossom forces him to flash away. 100 Thieves might just lose Ayla. There it is, a botched dive from the Thieves. And Pain Gaming are feeling good about it. Supreme display of talent does enough damage to guarantee that 100 Thieves are finally on the board. But FBI's got 50 HP as Curry and Roamer are making their way up. Dredge line for the execution. And now with the additional Twin Fangs onto River, he's not walking away. Pain.
These early games, kind of game over game, just getting worse.
Yeah.
That dive was whack. That was not good. And 100 Thieves. Drake. This is a 10-minute first Drake here being attempted from 100 Thieves. Secured by River as Karaoke wanted to use the Flash Chomp steal to try to take it away. River uses a defensive ulti there on Karaoke fights. Karaoke trying to come around there for the gank onto Quid. But the phase rush, very effective at getting him away from all of these slows. However, 4v1, he's going to need more than a phase rush to survive this one. Roamer's not going to get the stun there with a petrifying gaze, but he doesn't even need it. Pain This is one that they're locking in here. This is a great 7-1 for Brazil's early game here in game number 3. As Weiser's going in after Dokla here, has that final charge of the needlework ready to go, but Big Doke's going for the outplay. The last hit'll do it. Dokla gets the kill there. Curry shows up. Dokla has so much health regeneration when Set is low on HP. Now Romer's got to try to escape in the bottom side as Ayla, Quid, and River are trying to collapse onto the Casio. Pop Blossom from Ayla immediately into the follow-up room prison from Quid. River still on the approach, but the miasma is so difficult to navigate. There should be no way for Romer to get away from this. It's just a matter of time, and the shutdown.
Offside, Dokla is actually going to be able to get this turret as the 2 other teams kind of dance around this mid. But previously, they'd have had FBI and Ayla kind of pushing down mid.
Oh boy. River is going to lose 60% of his HP there. Yeah, that was just a ton of damage from Carioca. The subjugate was also used. River is very low, but Dokla is now the one under pressure. He tries to go back around with a showstopper. Yeah, he hits a big haymaker, but it won't matter. He's down in a 1v5. Pain pick up kill number 8.
Nicely done there. You know, Carioca just pushes them out, but again, 100 Thieves responding with a tower. They're shoving mid lane. River on the Kiana, there's no point in the game where you beat the Shundle 1v1. It's just not really going to happen. So, you know, you have to try to be able to play around that and find these approaches where you can get in onto the backliners.
Yeah, 100 Thieves decided kind of not to contest that. Instead, push out mid, get that tier 1, and are able to rotate on and start stacking Drakes potentially as a way to get back in the game, as a way to set up.
As expected, we saw the Hail of Blades, but FBI on 2 items and is going to be wave clearing out very effectively.
All right, Herald summoned up mid though, immediately crashing that into the tier 1, but now the catch on Titan. River finds exactly what he needed in the tier 1 turret.
Onto Chiton, they'll be able to take down this tier 1 turret. And 100 Thieves have wrested the gold back.
They're trying to pull it down towards this bottom part of the pit, closer to the lane, but they are taking an awful long time doing it. TP's coming in. 100 Thieves ready to try to fight for the Otacon here. Dokla on the right side of the fight, looking for his angle there as the rest of 100 Thieves approach from the river direction. You do have the Otacon down to about 40% HP now. Pain Gaming still trying to secure this objective. Carioca's already down to half HP. 100 Thieves stepping in. Big showstopper coming up for Big Dokes as the Otacon is at least secured for Pain. But now the follow-up will not go their way. It's already 2 dead. 100 Thieves looking for even more. FBI on the chase. Carioca still trying to escape. FBI gets the auto attacks into the boomerang blade. It's 3 dead on Pain Gaming.
100 Thieves were talking about these Otacon setups, right? And they were talking about how they looked at LPL and LCK VODs. If you don't want to go for the objective, go for the fight, right? And with all that damage, the Pain were just constantly face tanking from
Another one you can see some frustration in the back rooms there as River's jumping into the middle of everybody, immediately finds the Supreme Display of Talent onto Romer, but instead it's River who's killed off first. Dokla looking for his chance here in the middle of the fight, but he does not get a big haymaker. Instead, Weiser takes him down.
Ricochets.
Pain is already killed off too, but FBI's looking to get some AoE damage out of these ricochets. Quid flashing forward, he wants to try to get the Rune Prison onto Romer, but he doesn't have the distance. Yep. It's a deep TP from Big Dokes. Pain have control over the Dragon Pit for now. FBI down to half HP. Drake already secured for the side of Pain, but River and Dokla are making their way forward. Weiser's going to be the first target as River jumps in on top of him, but the flash over the wall keeps the Gwen alive for now. 100 Thieves, they lose the objective and they haven't found any kills just yet. So far, this is success for Pain Gaming.
Yeah, nicely handled there by Pain. I thought they would be able to get some exit kills, but they couldn't actually lock them down. Does cost Weiser his flash, but honestly, who cares? Flash for a Dragon is great for them. Carioca, though, playing with fire a bit. 100 Thieves are still in the area.
Yeah, River jumping in there. Going to see if he can at least contest for the red buff here a bit as Pain is reinforcing their jungler. River's got to try to get away from this one. Defensive Supreme Display of Talent trying to knock the Trundle away. River jumps back over the wall. Carioca with no flash can't chase after him. The redemption to heal River. Spawns. Pain are immediate to go to the area and begin the objective. Baron already down to half HP as now on the front line yet again. Dokla's going to be your target. Pain Gaming putting a lot of damage into the set, and Titan takes him out. Nice aim from the Pain 80 carry as Curry wants to re-engage, but he has to pay for it with his own life. Quid continuing to try to run. Weiser's here on the front line, but FBI's putting out the damage. FBI, he throws that lob thing over the wall to antagonize Baron, do some damage to Pain. 100 Thieves looking to go in here. Nice ulti coming out from Romer. The 3-man petrifying terrifying gaze is enough to set it up to kill FBI at the very beginning of the fight. Titan's trying to get away from River, but the Kiana makes it a 1-for-1 there. Wiser and Karioka trying to find the solution for Dokla here as the needlework does connect. Dokla continuing to try to make a little bit more distance. It's a 3-for-3 so far. Ayla does not have a lot of health to work with. Dokla does not have a lot of health to work with. They're going to continue trying to get away from this one. Karioka does have the dead man's plate. Pop Blossom finds Wiser, who's now incredibly low. Dokla trying to stand and fight, and Ayla's got the kill into Karioka. Dokla and Ayla.
Display of talent catches Roamer. Dokla is able to clean him up, so up.
Oh boy, we got a problem now. Quid is already down. Nice pick from Pain Gaming as Dokla can take the Hex Gate to get himself away just barely in time. That's 45 seconds until Quid is back alive on this rise. That's a pretty big pick for Pain, but they want to turn it into something else.
Yeah.
The Baron is alive. The Dragon is spawning here in about 2 seconds. It's still a 3,000 gold lead for 100 Thieves. They're 4v5 on the map for now, and Pain are starting up the Baron. Keep your eyes on River as he wants to try to find an opportunity to make his way in. Dokla approaching from the top. Redemption summoned up by Pain to try to keep the health bars ready to go. Baron down to 4,000. Showstopper over the wall. Roamer is under pressure. Ayla goes in for massive Pop Blossom. The Baron is secured by Pain Gaming, but they're being wiped off the map. Karioka the next to fall. A triple kill for River Kiana, and Ayla does not want to let Wiser get away. This is a very important kill. It would eliminate Baron from everyone on Pain, but Wiser barely escapes.
The supreme display of talent is just that from River. The timing as River, Ayla, Dokla all go in together was beautiful, and the stacked up Pain team and just delete them.
And that's the team fight this comp has been looking for.
Quietly, FBI just constantly farming away. He's got his IE now, and that is often where I kind of feel like the clock strikes.
More than 1 kill per minute here 30 minutes into this one. This
I
is
told you just had to wait.
kind of what I was
just the
hoping
appetizer
for from this series, and now 100 Thieves are ready to try to defend their jungle. Curry takes a little bit of damage, finds an ulti onto Dokla for not great effect. Dokla is low here. Sterix plus the Haymaker trying to keep himself alive, but Wiser's already on a killing spree. Right now, very slow DPS onto the objective itself as River wants to wrap around the backside of the area, see if he can find the gank angle. Goes over the wall. Dokla losing a lot of HP here to Wiser. The Sterix keeping him alive for now. River wants to try to protect his top laner. Curry is already down. FBI got the kill on that one. Wiser is down. The Hex Tech Drake stolen away by River. 100 Thieves looking for even more. Titan is slowed down, beat down. He's gone. Quid takes the kill credit. It's 3-for-1 plus a soul. 100 Thieves.
I heckin' love watching River play. I'm not allowed to swear on broadcast anymore. That was a swear-worthy play. He keeps denying other people of these objectives. It started off a little slow, ending up being a fantastic Kiana debut, and I just love how he's always looking for these crazy angles.
Now, on the march, you have to think they're going to try to pressure on this wave.
Yeah, but here we go. 2/3 HP on the tier 3 turret. 100 Thieves stepping up. Dokla here with the front line. Pop Blossom, but it only finds one. Dokla buying a little bit more time as Titan falls. Dokla getting the kill credit on that one. Roamer still slithering away, but 100 Thieves want to keep the pressure on. Wiser can't get the kill on FBI. They might have finally got the AD carry, but it's too little, too late. River and Quid stand tall. A triple kill for the Kiana here in the very last team fight, and 100 Thieves are going to take it straight to the Nexus. They will eliminate Pain Gaming from contention for Dallas and Worlds, and they will earn themselves a 3-0 victory.
And what a way to do it. Dokla hits the W, the Haymaker right to the face of Titan.